Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 24. Check 24. 61. Max box. Right. Shut up.
Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
You don't know no better. 56. 56. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You're trash. Oh.
Now Jackson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Pick the edge. Let's go. Come on. Zoom. Now, I got motion man. Me. I got this. Right there. 54. Right there.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Pick it up.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. There goes a deep ball. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Travis Kelce, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Falcons nothing.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready. Flag. Check. Walk 54. Let's go, B. Easy. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again on second and 10. Winston, that's complete to Marlon Mack. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
You got time right there. Easy.
Third and short yardage. Winston. He completes this one to Mack. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense? You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
He got 29 yards that time.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Check 52. Watch out. Back.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Switch.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's convert.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston steps away to his left. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
52 and 56, 52 and 56. 54.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him on to the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Ready, back 25 behind. 54 miles. Don't get nervous.
To the air again with Winston. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Actually, correction, Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, MD, guilty there.
Ready, blue 80. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Watch the slap. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike easy. Hey, I'm scared.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 17 yards to pick up there.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Hey, tighten down. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jameis again. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Kill. Hey, 5-0. Hey, alert 3.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Gotta do better. Come on, TV. Sunday. Alert 3. Hey, stop. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Tighten up. Wait. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Shit. Where we go? Check 50. Check 50. Where we go?
On third down, a run by Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On the delay, it's Howard. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action now. Winston. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myers Jack. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DJ Chark, 37 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ready. Blue lane. Mike 54. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Switch. 5-0.
Jameis now on first down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And the Falcon first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Showing it. Green, 17. 54, Mike, 54. And even. Walk 54. Let me go.
From the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
I'm coming for you. Kill. Sonny. 13. Easy.
They'll throw again. Winston being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Mike 50. Easy. Right there. 54, right there. Easy. Stop your body.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Green, 17. Easy. Mike 5-4. Hustle. Tackle. Hey, watch that. Wait. 54. Mike 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait,
Again, it's Winston. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second down 6.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Easy. Mike 54. Here we go. Right there. Hey, let's get a conversion. Right there. 54 Mike. Flip it. Right. Deuce. Big air.
Off the play fake, Winston. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got his man. It's Williams. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Ready. Black 25. 54. Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
54, right there. Oh, you got deep? 54 is Mike. 54. Even. 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, double. Shit. Watch the shit.
Jameis to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's convert. Get that quarterback.
To throw, Winston. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Go. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 54.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man is QT, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, even. Check out, 25. Check 25. Flat. Easy. Come on, Sunday.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston now. Got his man. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Wait. Hey, 5-0. Check 24. Shift. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Open man is Samuel, complete. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, Winston. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Play fake. Winston eluding the pressure right. The connection made. It's Graham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready. Black 25. 54. Flip. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Easy. Strip that ball. Easy. Check. Walk 54. Easy.
First down, Winston. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
The Vikings' 14-yard line.
Blue ready. Mike 5-4. I'm coming. Check. Green, triple C. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, stop. Let's go.
Jameis again. This is caught. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
First and goal, Atlanta.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Watch 5 on.
Looking to run with Mack. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll run it with Mack. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal? Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, defense. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Watch a slack. Watch a slack.
56 to Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Here's Jackson. It's Kelsey on the ground. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Mike 34.
So we got man.
Go. He's coming to you. Move.
Mike 34. Scoot.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's get him for purpose. Twist. Watch the ship. Hey. 5 on the 50.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Under 10. Check.
On first down, it's Lindsey, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All day, defense, all day. Flip. Follow. You got to check right there. What? Even. He's coming. Johnny. Wait. Let's convert. 52. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Ready? Black,
54 Mike. Easy. 54 Mike.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
Second down at the Vikings 47-yard line.
Ready? White 25.
Mike 5-4.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna scream, Timothy. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, Heavy.
Easy.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch out. Easy. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To throw is Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's not going to get me. Switch. Kill. Hey, wait.
Mike 5-4.
Bandit.
Here we go, even. Come on. Sunday. Sonic. Rush in.
Jameis now on first down. Here's Sanu on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Spot. No. He's checking. Cracks. Check 37. Green, Timothy. Check Mike 54.
Watch the run. Hey, watch it.
They'll run here with Mack. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He's got Sanu. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First down, Atlanta.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Kill. Green, Timothy. Easy.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Mack. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Alert 3. Check 99. Check 99.
Again, it'll be Mack. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch the ball. Tighten up. Shit. Check 15.
Easy. Hey.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
Sanders' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
We take it. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, tight.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
He'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Atlanta, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.